Hello and welcome to the PixelPod number 4. And today we are going to be talking about some stuff. So let's get right into it. Actually, let me pull up let me mute the desktop audio just in case something like randomly plays. Okay, we're good, it looks like. Welcome to the PixelPod number 4. I'm pretty sure. Might be number 5. I'm not sure. As we're speaking right now, Misfits 12 is happening, so that's sick. But yeah, first thing I want to talk about is a tweet I saw on Twitter, about GTA 5. And I posted it in my Discord server, so my secret Discord server. I don't know why it doesn't automatically send me in, but it's basically from this this creator. It looks like I don't know. I don't think he's a creator, but he's a Twitter account. His name is I'm not gonna mention, but he lists his issues with Grand Theft Auto 5, and the issues he lists consist of. Let me pull up the chat right over here. Basically, the issues he has consists of overpowered abilities, skipping missions shouldn't exist, money is not scarce enough, whatever that means, and not enough completion awards. And I, to the most part, disagree. I disagree with a lot of these. Number one, I don't think the abilities are overpowered because they add like a time limit to the power to the abilities. Now, I do understand that the abilities do put like a lot of emphasis on the gameplay and like do like give big changes. But I think it's a new unique kind of way to play GTA. Skipping missions, I don't even know why that's a complaint because it's completely optional. So if anybody has like anything against the idea to like you should be able to choose to skip missions or not, then you're just soft because it's completely optional. I don't understand why that's a complaint. The money thing, not enough completion awards. I can agree with that. I feel like it's not really rewarding what you get when you complete a mission. Like, there's no reward. Like, what do you get? Maybe just a bit of money, but that's it. So I feel like there's more they could have added on to that, and I'm hoping to see more of that when GTA 6 comes out. But yeah. So this weekend, we got a couple of football games. So we're gonna do picks right here. So the first one is tomorrow, and we got Ravens versus Texans. Ravens are gonna win this, no doubt. They are basically one of the best teams in the league, and I think they can get the edge over the Texans pretty easily. We have Packers and 49ers. Again, this is easy. 49ers are going to take the W here. I think they're the team who I want to win the Super Bowl the most. I think they're really deserving of one. And I would love to see them win. The Buccaneers and Lions, pretty easy. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I don't even know how the Buccaneers made it to this far because they don't have Tom Brady anymore, and their just team is overall mid. So it shocks me that they are even in the divisions, but it is how it is. And then Chiefs versus Bills. This is a difficult one. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of an edge to the Bills. I think this is where they get it done here. Third time's a charm. So, yeah. Those are my picks. Now, speaking of Madden, I did a Madden career on, well, Madden. I had a franchise career. I didn't do like an actual like superstar mode. I just did like a franchise mode. So I can do like more than one season. And I was really good. I got a lot done there. I was a quarterback. So yeah, it was really cool. I had a lot of fun playing it. Oh yeah, that's right. It changed the password. So Misfits boxing via boxing promotion that's owned by KSI. It has currently been into some issues with the PBA, and basically they're not using the PBA anymore. The PBA deal is over, and the reason for that is due to Misfits has trouble with the decisions that the judges have made on fights and all of this so far with Misfits. Obviously one of those has to do with the recent Misfits 010 with KSI taking the loss to Tommy Fury. KSI obviously did not like the decision. He thought it was a robbery. He appealed, got denied, and basically doesn't want anything to do with the PBA anymore. Which is his decision. I think it's kind of a petty reason, but that might not be just the reason that we know. That might not just be the only reason. There might be another one that we just don't know. Because not only did they do the KSI loss, but they also did the I think it was the King Kenny and Sensei fight. Was that Misfits 01? They had that, and then they the PBA, of course, with the first the PBA, of course, with the first Wally Sharks and Dean the Great fight. They obviously called that off way too early, and that shouldn't have been a the end there. But yeah, I can see why they would do it, and I'm not surprised that they're doing it. I think it's a interesting decision, and Wade Plem, or Wade Plemons, he agrees. Like, he's like, they're trying to expose him. Like, Misfits is trying to expose the PBA, and so it's really interesting. It's really interesting how it all unfolds. Currently, the Misfits event that's happening right now is Misfits 012, and I read that it's being sanctioned by like a Polish thing, which, if it is, then cool, I guess. So another thing I want to talk about is Marvel, because Marvel is in the gutter. Marvel Studios is in the gutter. And so basically what's wrong with Marvel right now is basically just its overall direction. They're trying to go with quantity over quality. Not much this year though. So I want to talk about all things Marvel, such as like the Sony movies and specifically Madam Web. So there's this Madam Web movie coming out. You guys probably haven't heard of it. And it stars like Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, and some other women in the movie. And basically, there's been a lot of controversy towards it recently. And one of the controversy is about the Spider-Man. So the original plan for the movie was to have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man make an appearance. And then they attempted to switch it to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but then they got the time period all wrong because it takes place in the early 2000s, and so they're like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna not take Spider-Man in there at all. So what made people so upset is throughout all the Sony movies, like Sony villain movies, there hasn't been one single Spider-Man shown. There hasn't been anything that's mentioned Spider-Man. There hasn't really been anything about Spider-Man at all. And so if they did do this, then we would have finally gotten something about Spider-Man in these Sony movies. But obviously they completely just backed out on it. And so that's what made people so angry. That's what made people get so pissed off. And I'm following this guy on Instagram. He posted about it. And there was this guy in the comments who, I'm trying to, hold on, let's see. Lee. But yeah, somebody said that they were going to go see it on premiere night, but their expectations are a lot lower than it already was now, thanks to all of that. And Madam Web is the last, he says that the Madam Web is the last attempt to make their cinematic universe correct. However, speaking of cinematic universe, it's in its own universe. It's not in the same universe as Venom. It's not in the same universe as Morbius. It's its own thing. So now there's plenty of reasons why this could be good, but there's also could be bad. One of the reasons was because Sony's just a complete mess right now with their universe. But one of the good reasons is Madam Web, she's like a multiversal character. And so she could easily just pop right into the universe with Venom. A part of me is not surprised by this because like all of their stuff is like in the gutter right now, so it completely makes sense on why they would like make a dumb decision like that. But like it's just bizarre, like the decisions they've made. Like they took out Spider-Man, who would be a really good character for a movie that's about a different Spider character. It would have been perfect, but they took him out. So that pissed a lot of people off, and now it's in its own universe, and that's just pissing everybody off. I just don't get what the point of the movie is, because they're just completely backing out on their words for everything that has to do with. But speaking of Marvel, we're going to continue with Marvel here. So Deadpool is the only MCU project that is coming out in 2024. There's no other MCU project. There's no other Marvel Cinematic Universe project, which I think is good because beforehand in like 2022, 2021, 2023, actually especially 2022, Marvel would always go quality or quantity over quality. And that's not how things should be. It should always be quality over quantity. And so it's great that they're making this change and they're kind of dialing back. They're putting more work, more effort into Captain America and Thunderbolts and all the other movies that are coming out in 2025. Even Spider-Man 4, they're going to put a lot of quality into that. So I'm glad that they're making this decision to just release Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, I've never seen the Deadpool movies, so I gotta watch those movies. But yeah, I'm glad that they're making that decision. I just think that Sony is bizarre, like really bizarre. So my microphone might sound different to you guys. I don't know how well it sounds right now, but basically what happened is, oh my gosh, it just clipped right there. Wow. It must be a bit too loud then. Basically what happened is, I basically put an EQ on there so it can sound more crisper and just better. So it might sound better. It might sound a lot good. Which I don't know. I can't tell because I just can't. So yeah, but it should sound a lot better. Ice Show Speed. Basically, he got a dog, and he got a dog yesterday, and he named the dog the N-word. I'm not even kidding. I'm not saying like the name of the dog is literally N-word. It's the actual N-word. I think that's dumb. That's a really dumb decision because, it's Speed. Obviously, he's going to do something crazy like that. So it doesn't really surprise me, but I think it's dumb because, like, what if you take the dog to daycare? How are they going to call for the dog? I think it's stupid. I think it's really stupid. But again, it's Speed, so, he's going to do something crazy and insane and all of that. She-Hulk is the worst Marvel movie or Marvel show, 100%. And I'm tired of people acting like it's good. So a lot of people, they crap on Secret Invasion, which I think for the most part was really good, besides the ending. And that's the thing that everybody looks at, which I think is dumb. I think you shouldn't just look at the ending of a show. I think you gotta look at the show as a whole. So I think it's stupid that people rate it like that, but She-Hulk literally sucks. Like, it's literally terrible. And I'm not like all these clowns who say, oh, it's woke. Like, I'm not like all of those dumb clowns and stuff like that. Like, I just genuinely think it sucks. I think it's bad. I think it's not a good show at all. It's hard for me to watch. The comedy is so cringe. It's not even comedy. It's just cringe. Hey, Bentley. But no, I always liked Hawkeye. A lot of people don't like Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye. I think that was a really good show. I'm not a big fan of like the multiversal aspects. I like a more like realistic ish kind of story. I mean, it's a superhero world, so it's not going to be 100% realistic and all that, but like still, like I love the more like on the ground take. So I really enjoyed the Hawkeye show. I also really liked Captain America or the Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was a really good one, and I think it added a lot of progression to it. I wish they made a season 2 that leans towards more Bucky, but it's how it is. It's how it is, you know. Sports Illustrated, one of the best magazines there is shutting down after like something years or whatever. Basically, the magazine is really loved by a lot of people. I have a few of them, which are like old school magazines. Hold on. Oh crap! There goes my thing. Yeah, I have a few Sports Illustrated magazines. Which I didn't get my own. It's like for my dad's time, so it's a bunch of old school ones. How do I? What's going on? That's weird. Well, let me go grab them because I got a few. Oh, Bentley, I'm starting to roll on your thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Is that the Game Informer thing? All right. Well, there's an issue. Don't know where it is, but trust me, I have a few. I think one of them has like Michael Jordan on it or something. Is it right here? No. I don't know. My dad moves my stuff recently, so I have no idea where it's at. But yeah, trust me, I do have a few Sports Illustrated magazines, but it's shutting down. Apparently, actually, I don't know if it's like shutting down, but there's like been a lot of layoffs for like employees and stuff like that, and a lot of people are saying it could lead to a shutdown, which sucks because it's a really good magazine. The problem I have is a lot of people aren't doing their research as to why these the magazine's like shutting down, which kind of pisses me off because a bunch of people are just like being dumb. So they need to do the research on why it's actually shutting down. Bentley, are you good? You good, boy? You good, boy? You good, boy? Alright. So this was a small episode. I'm honestly tired, if you want me to be honest. Or no, I'm not tired. There's not enough topics for me to talk about. So yeah, see you guys soon. I hope my audio was fine.